Buenas tardes a todos. En nombre del rector de la Universidad Politécnica de Madrid, Guillermo Cisneros, que a última hora no ha podido acompañarnos en este acto, me gustaría dar la bienvenida y vamos a proceder al acto de presentación de la entrega del premio del Synchro University Challenge 2016, organizado por Synchro Software, y que hemos tenido, o que habéis tenido, un equipo de esta escuela, de nuestra universidad, el honor de recibir. En primer lugar, y de acuerdo con el protocolo que me han indicado, tiene la palabra doña Mercedes Farjas Abadía, catedrática de Escuela Universitaria y miembro del grupo de investigación SEMEPRO que ha dirigido al equipo ganador. Damos la vuelta. Vamos ahí.
¿Qué distancia lo pongo? ¿Qué distancia?
Sí, un poquito más arriba.
Buenas tardes, good afternoon, and thank you very much for coming here today and join us. Rafael asked me to be his voice in this session and to prepare a short presentation about what we are doing here and how we got to the challenge, to the Synchro channels. The first thing is that we are from the Technical University from Madrid, and at that moment we would like to point out two main ideas. First one, our logo. Our logo is engineering the future. That is what we have always in mind. That is from the point of view of the engineers, but always thinking of their students and trying to open their new professional fields. Second one is passion, and not only because we are from Spain, also because we try always to put passion in our projects. We are from the research team, security and improvement in the research, in the processes, and our boss is Rafael Guadalupe. You can understand why I am here today. I couldn't say no when he asked me to do that. The topic from this session is Synchro and BIM technologies. Talking about BIM technologies, we know that there are different levels and different dimensions. First one is geometry, second time, cost, sustainability, and after all, facility management. What we have for sure is that this faculty is very good and is very keen on 3D modeling. That is what we have to teach our students, and that we do really well. We are very proud of our work in this area. We know how to teach them to use all kinds of equipment, from the old ones, drawings, to network, geodesy, national points, and using the technologies as photogrammetry and geodesy and the other one. From the acquisition of data, we go into 3D model and take all our students to the digital world. It depends on the results of the kind of clients we have and the kind of results that are needed. So one of the points of our research team is BIM technologies. Rafael has a long experience in these fields and has a huge knowledge. So that is one of the ways. Another one is archaeology. That is my topic. I have been working on this topic for more than 30 years, I can say. And what he asked me once and again and again and again is to mix both of them. We have clear that we have to take our students from the roots in 3D modeling into BIM technologies. That is clear for us, and is one of the aims of our research. But the other one that Rafael wanted for a long time is to mix archaeology and BIM technologies all together. I told them told him that it's not possible. This has nothing to do one to the others. Is that, and my place where I have my experience fields, personal one, is in Dubai. We have the university an agreement with the Sharia archaeology authorities, and I have been traveling to the Emirates by the name of the Technical University of Madrid for more than 20 years, yearly, taking students there to make the final project and giving support to the authorities of archaeology in the Emirate of Sharia. So always that when I was preparing a trip and coming back, Rafael was telling me, we have to work on your topic and on your in your place, always and always. And I always answer, Synchro software, BIM technologies are about buildings. So they are always construction, civil engineering, big plannings, but always about building architecture. What has that to do with archaeology? This is the kind of archaeology that I have. I told him, I'm working with ruins. Everything is destroyed. They have nothing there. So having that in mind, I told him, ask me for one tower, whatever you want. I can take Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, or from Hong Kong in 2 days to go. So please, ask me for one tower and give you a tower from Dubai. But don't ask me to work on archaeology, because that is not possible. But one day, once upon a time, it comes, the answer. And the answer was, BIM technologies are about construction. Why not work about reconstruction? So in the Emirates, this session, what I found is that in the meetings, the decision maker needed to know how the buildings will look like at the end. They are reconstructing to make it for visitors. This is a heritage from the UNESCO, a heritage place from the UNESCO, and they are preparing everything. I know for sure that in 10 years, you will have in mind to go there, because they are preparing really well. So they are reconstructing. They will need how tall the buildings has to do. They don't want to do it completely, so they have answers and they have questions, and to help them is when we came to our idea, construction and reconstruction. So let's go to that. The first attempt of this challenge was done by Juan José, who was one student of us, and we started to train our students by final projects. He took in charge Melilla 5. This is the place, more than 100 tombs from the 1st century, all plenty of objects and many things, and they are building this tower. They are mausoleum. So from the cartography that we have for previous project, we went into Synchro and made the 3D modeling, and after that, the results. The second attempt, and here comes the first start of today, Víctor took his final project with us again and prepared for Melilla 8. Melilla 8 is a very nice palace with plenty of points. We had the cartography, everything. He went into 3D model, Synchro, and again, with the idea of helping the decision maker, giving products to museums, to the dissemination of the information, and also learning, to be training into Synchro technology. Here we plan 2 teams, working in different places, not making crash in between. And after that, we were very highly close working with the archaeologists from the Emirates of Sharia to be as close as possible to the history. At the same time, we had to resolve architecture problems, to know how the building could be in the past times. The rhythmus from the time is not the Arabic one. That is from our place. They took more and more time to do things. They are slower building it. First we finished the palace inside. It is a site that is more than 80 meters long. It's not square. That was very difficult for them to make the plans at the first by diggings. And this is the idea they have of reconstruction. The idea is also to help dissemination, so to introduce elements, and in this way we take our student to the design software. The second of our star, Raúl. Raúl took in charge again, another site, Melija 7. This we had the cartography, and this one is very interesting because it's cut by a farm. So the authorities have to buy the farm and giving them money to go further with excavation. So we took the site at the middle, and we make all the reconstruction. Here comes the third of our star, Pablo. Pablo asked us to be trained in facility management. He had an internship in a company, and the company moved to another building, a new one. So he was very interested in learning how to take all the information for the building and take it into a BIM 4D, and if possible to get into management of facilities. So I spoke with the human resources in chief of the company. I told her how good Pablo is, and how interesting could be to him and for us that they allow him to work in this project together, the company with us. So they approved the project, and now they gave the information of the building. That was the problem, because it's very confidential, and he's working now in this project. The fourth of our star is Efraín. When Efraín comes in, the perfection is inside. He has been working with Rafael for more than 2 years, and he is a great expert. Everything has to be perfect. If it is not perfect, the time is eternal to do and to go further with that. And here our leader, Rafael. If Efraín is perfection, Rafael is excellent. For me, it was very, very interesting. It's always very interesting, but it was very impressive. Is that when he wants always not to do it very well, but to do it the best way. This idea of excellence, I love it very much, because I think it's a way to teach. It's a way to transmit to our students the idea. And here we have the big five of our university, and now from Synchro in this year. The Synchro challenge started, the computer started running, and all the problems comes over. We had very nice moments and very bad ones. In Spain, we heard too many times, no, but maybe this time are over. And after that, and during all this time, we go further with our line of research, and we continue with the idea of improve. The scanner is a methodology we use a lot, and our students know how to work with it. So we're trying to prepare the 3D models to go into BIM, into Synchro, and Jesus Lopez took in charge this project. We went to a very nice site close to Toledo, in the river, close to the river, to the Tajo River, and we scan all the area, make all the modeling, and go into the 4D with the idea of giving new products, videos, images, models, cloud of point, different kind, and make the connection in between the clouds of points and the other kind of modeling. Later on, we are working with drones, with the acquisition of data. In the archaeology slide, you could see a quadricopter over the site. This is one to take the images from one side. But in this moment, we wanted to take big areas of big surfaces. This is an important site in the south of Madrid. We went into war scenario. This is the civil war of Spain, and there are two parts, here and here. There were plenty from one side and the other, the warriors, and they had been fighting for more than 1 year. So archaeologically speaking, this is a very important area, and we wanted to model in it. We took all the data. Carlos Ruiz wrote this project. Here you have the image, how the landscape looked like. And we make all the design. Here are the scars. I call them the scars of the landscape because it's sorry, this kind of past. We prepared all this project, and Javier and Juan Francisco did all the modeling by Synchro. And now these data are from the town where they are preparing for visitors, and also they are doing high research about the civil war in this area. And another line of research in this kind of projects, we are looking for hyperrealism. So this is Melija 6, and this is the project I'm going to give to my boss in the Emirates in 3 weeks' time. I have to meet them. So we took that as reconstruction, but also looking for hyperrealism in the modeling. The university challenge, finish it. We made the video. We prepared all the documents, and we won the first prize to our university. What is very important at that point, I started at the beginning with 2 main ideas. At the end, I want also 2 main ideas. The first one is to Rafael. Rafael, I really love your teaching. I don't know where you are because you are always background. I love your lecturing, your team working, your enthusiasm, and overall, I love your friendship. Really, really, it's a pleasure working with you. And Tom, you can imagine how important is this prize for us. We made a wish, and you make it real. Sorry. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you very much, Mercedes. I want to kindly ask for Thomas Degenis, General Director of Synchro Software, if you could give us a little speech around this prize.
Thank you very much. I think in Spanish, gracias, mucho gracias. I know no Spanish. I can only speak a little bit of English. Most of my speech is American, so please forgive me for anything I do not speak well. Synchro software is an idea as much as it is technology. It's an idea of space and time. space and time combined into one view, where space is information, time is information, and there are many other dimensions of information. But we as people, in physics, in mathematics, we only understand 4 dimensions. We think about a 5th dimension. We, as people, only know X, Y, Z, and time. That's all we know in mathematics and in physics. We know nothing more than the space-time continuum. We all agree this. Science and physics have been looking for the 5th dimension for a very long time. There is philosophical discussion about the 5th dimension. There is many ideas of the 5th dimension. Who has seen the movie Interstellar? Interstellar. Modern, 3 years old maybe? 2 years old? 2, yeah? Okay. Matthew McConaughey is an astronaut, and he goes to space, and he experiences space-time. And he talks about it, and he experiences it. And this is the idea of Synchro. When we talk about projects, and we talk about projects, they are what to do and how to do it, but also the time it takes to do these things. It took thousands of years, well, in your work, hundreds of years, to destroy, to deconstruct after society left. To me, that's just space-time working in the destruction of property through weather, through war, through society, through whatever means. We build and it decays. You study the remains. And now you're reconstructing for the purposes of history and understanding history. This is space-time. And in all of our projects, in the built environment, in the environment we live in, is built. Remember, God or construction. There's no two choices. Nature or constructed by man, woman, and child. It is the only two conditions. So space-time is how we envision our future. We define what we want, and this is our design. We also agree how we will build it. And we come together and we agree our future. The future we are willing to work for together. In construction, thousands of people come together every day to work for a better future in our built environment. Change what we have into something new, something better. Roads, bridges, tunnels, sewers, water, airports, railroads, buildings. This is our built environment. And Synchro's idea is that all projects are hard. They are complex, very complex. And the complexity needs help. And if you were in the Ministry of Time, your government Ministry of Time, and you were the director, you were the rector of the Ministry of Time, you would be responsible to go to the past, change things for the better of today. Yes? This is the principle of a time machine. You go to the past to solve today's problems. We can solve today's problems today, but if we can go to the past and solve the events, the choices, the decisions of our past, we don't have problems today. We've avoided the problems by going to our past. Now, this is fiction. This is science fiction. Synchro lives in today. We are a technology, and although I cannot bring you to the past to affect today, I can bring you to the future to detect problems of our future based on decisions today. Our technology can bring you to the fantastic world of your space-time ideas, of your project, of your time. And you will find problems. You experience that. And when you saw a problem in your future, you went to the past, you found a solution, you changed the conditions, and you avoided the problem in the future. This is the time machine that we deliver to the world for project, construction, for the built environment. This is our idea. And today, although it's on a screen, today, with our partnership with technology like Microsoft, who build virtual reality screens, we can bring you to your future in your mind in real space. We can mix real space with digital space, aligned in this future that we have planned for our projects. See a problem, go in the past. Fix the problem by changing our past. And it's all digital. And these devices are fantastic. We do not build the devices. We don't build the screens. We don't build the beamers. We give you the technology for your information to come together through these devices. We don't build the projects. We don't design the projects. We don't do the CAD. We don't do the 3D. We provide you the environment for the time machine so you can live in your future where you have control. This is the idea and the practice of Synchro. Now, the University Challenge is something we do as part of our fun. It's fun for us to see the future of this industry, participate in what you do in learning in the university. It's fun for us to see what you can do. And while we had hundreds of participants and qualified teams from all over the world, it was here in Madrid that we saw 5 stars. And thank you for your work. It's exceptional and it's recognized. So I'm here today to award you your small token of our appreciation for the fun you had. And I'm not sure it was always fun, but it was absolutely a success. And thank you. Now I have 2 things to leave you with. I know I will do one, okay? And that's to show you a couple of minutes of movie that we produced recently for your understanding of more of the idea of synchro. So I invite you to watch this, and then I'll conclude, and then we will issue the awards. Gracias.
Construction is creating something where once there was nothing. It goes back to what is great storytelling, because as people we all connect with great storytelling. And what is storytelling? Well, storytelling at its essence is imagining something that is not and taking other people there with you.
There's only two ways that something got here on Earth: nature or constructed. Look around you. Everything that is what we call the built environment has been constructed. And everything in your future will be constructed.
But it does it in a permanent way. You've created something and left it for others to enjoy that wasn't there previously.
Everything I see is through the lens of construction, building it, rebuilding it, recommissioning it, what's going to be there next. That's how I look at the world. And that's how Synchro looks at the world. If we want a better place on Earth, less poverty, less hunger, we have a responsibility to construct our future. Gracias.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Thomas. We are going to give the prizes to the winners.
Just go. Oh, okay.
I just changed it.
Okay. Do you want to? We'll stand up front and have them come here. Okay. Raúl, sorry, Raúl. I'm going to the bottom. Raúl. All right, next. Víctor. Pablo. Efraín. And I think we have Rafael.
trophy for your efforts. And next time I come, I want to see yours displayed in prominent place. Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to talk from the Synchro. No, it's okay. 5 minutes about the Surveyor team. First of all, thanks to Tom for have this opportunity to participate in this challenge, and as well as Joshua for their support as well, and as well as Miguel for the Synchro programs and their help for bringing us their office open for us. For all of my partners, we have a biggest effort to learn all of this program that for the teach of Rafa that teach all of this software and schedule systems and all of the environment and the for Marcel as well, and the UPM for bringing all their effort and support to be here today. That is all. Thanks.
Muchas gracias, Efraín, por tus palabras. Yo voy a hablar un poquito en español y luego espero poder girar, aunque no lo tenía previsto, al inglés, para agradecer a Synchro su participación. Sí me gustaría deciros una cosa como vicerrector de la universidad, y es que cada vez que nos enteramos que alguien de la universidad ha recibido un premio, y gracias a Dios estamos en una universidad que recibimos continuamente premios y distinciones, es una alegría para nosotros. Pues queremos agradecer tanto a los alumnos que aceptáis participar en estos desafíos, como a los profesores que trabajáis con ellos y que conseguís sacar el máximo, que tienen muchísimo dentro, pero que además les lleváis a dar un poquito más. De verdad que es un orgullo. Hoy es con vosotros. Ayer estaba entregando premios en Alcañiz, porque también el equipo de estudiantes de la Escuela de Diseño Industrial estaba compitiendo en MotoStudent. Hace muy pocos días era otro equipo de alumnas que habían conseguido con un sistema reciclado de aguas grises también un reconocimiento internacional. Estamos continuamente recibiendo galardones y yo creo que eso nos demuestra que somos una universidad tecnológica de referencia, que nos lo tenemos que creer, que tenemos que venderlo mucho más fuera, y esa es la parte que me toca a mí de comunicación institucional y promoción exterior, y que tenemos que aceptar apuntarnos a este tipo de desafíos porque realmente el nivel de nuestros estudiantes y el nivel de nuestras escuelas está muy por encima de la media europea. Yo no me creo las estadísticas y si vamos área a área estamos continuamente demostrando que estamos muy por encima de ellos. El otro día en edificación hablaba Mercedes, la directora, de una alumna suya que desde Londres felicitaba a la escuela por la adaptación del plan de estudios que había hecho y por estar posicionada dentro de un concurso entre me parece que eran las 10 mejores ingenieras o 10 mejores ingenieros que estaban ahora mismo juzgando en su entorno también de edificación. Todos son alumnos de la Politécnica. Me gustaría que los que sois politécnicos lo llevarais de verdad a gala porque es merecido. Y ahora giro para agradecer a Synchro. I'm very glad with Synchro software because all these challenges that you convoke for our students, for our teachers, it's really, really great for us. It's a good opportunity to show to the people what we can do, what they can do, what they have and know how to do. And it's a pleasure for us to collaborate with business like Synchro in order to enterprises, in order to promote this activity between our students. Thank you very much for your prizes, and thank you very, very much for the recognition for the Universidad Politécnica de Madrid. Yo no lo quiero traducir.
De nada.
Muchas gracias a todos. This is a present for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Should I open it? I'm going to open it.
This is a piece of our history.
Wow. Wow.
It's a limited edition of facsimile reproduction of one of our best book in our library.
Thank you very much. Mucho gracias. My goodness.
Is the number
54.
54 from 1,000.
Oh my goodness. Completely unexpected. Thank you.
Pues damos por clausurado el acto.